It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Xavier Gipson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
To the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Fred Warner.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And the 49ers in a dime set now. 3rd down coming. Travis. He'll get this complete to Lazard. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made by Jair Brown. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the gun, it's Hall. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Jair Brown. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get...
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it!
Well, that's going to take away a touch of that early momentum they built with the opening drive touchdown. And just as importantly here, blocking that extra point should give the offense a little boost as they come out for their first possession, looking to match touchdown for touchdown.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
That finds Ayuk complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
So no return on that punt. And it'll be Jets football. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They go play action here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw, Travis. Buys time, rolling right. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Man in motion here. Throwing from the gun here. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now, off play action. Finds his fullback. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to a fan favorite. It's Thomas Morstead to punt it away. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. No return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Motioning one of the tight ends. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Our score, 6-0. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And they'll be backed up to begin this drive. Great work by the punt team, downing it at the 7. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Travis. Into the hands of Conklin. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Up down by Fred Warner.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tarvarius Ward kicks it off. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
And it's no good. Flirted too far from the right upright. They don't get the PAT. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. You got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And they're going to take over possession. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Motioning the tight end left. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They send a receiver in motion right. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Chuck Clark. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the gun is Purdy. He'll get this to Samuel. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down, because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
To throw again, it's Purdy. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He completes it in traffic. How about that play block on 3rd and 14? They find a way to convert. They're now set for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Well, QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down. They stick with McCaffrey. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Jake Moody, out for the 49ers field goal try. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Moody knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Travis setting up to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Deommodore Lenoir.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. First down throw by Purdy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. This is ahead for about 5. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Purdy. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Jake Moody out for the 49ers field goal try. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Moody knocks it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. McManus sends it through. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. break. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he doesn't put much height or distance on that one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt ends up a 36-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They start the half with a give to Hall. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. They go play action on 1st. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Teerlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. The play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Still going inside the 35. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Deebo Samuel the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On is Moody for the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Here's Wisnowski now to handle the kickoff. Gibson now to return. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they... on the return, but it is still a turnover. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. It kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
McCaffrey will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 16-point ball game. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead. Here's Wisnowski now to handle the kickoff. Gibson now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's loaded another one. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
He's caught behind the line for a loss.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They just get the play off. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. A pistol snap here, Rodgers. This throw is caught. Touchdown, New York. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Prater on for the PAT. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Chuck Clark has it. And the Jets have some new life in the 4th.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. Escapes the pocket. He'll get this one to Adams. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
On the handoff, Allen. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Complete on the option. And that's a New York touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Kickoff taken at the 13. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. On the give. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
On first down, here comes Hall. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down throw by Rodgers. Into the hands of Conklin. Running in the red zone. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll run here. It's Hall. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up second and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Looking to throw. The back's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Jets trail by a field goal. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Back to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Okay, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Now to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Looking to throw it. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are inbounds. Somehow they find 12 yards on 4th and 10, and that's enough to convert and brings up first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
This one misses the tight end. And now it's second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
To throw. He's on the move. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's 1st and 10. Paul takes it straight ahead. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The Jets take their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All gets it again on second down. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. Still one more in their pocket to use. So now here's 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. Headed out right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. So now it all comes down to Matt Prater. A 27-yard look here. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. A 27-yard look here. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's a road win for the Jets. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record.